Execute all targets, and make sure you're still standing when the dust settles. enemies down before they do the same to you.
Oh god.
Like
What?
it's on a route and I have to leave.
You actually leaving again, bro?
I have to work until like 7.
Dude.
It's unfortunate though. Sometimes I get out at like 5.
Me and Pate were just gonna run that dungeon that you wanted to run.
I actually do want to run the nude dungeon.
You're just gonna do it.
Okay, I could actually join up and think just like AFK and then take the loot. If you guys lose like that. You do it.
What? I don't
No.
think there's a problem. Robbie's left plenty.
I use them all the time.
Robbie's barely ever hit him.
I honestly leave as soon as I join, so like I stay in, you know what I mean?
You fought well. Nothing held back as it should be. Though,
Yeah.
Are you guys actually doing it?
Let me go get bounties.
I'll join up for the first little bit. I really have to leave in like 10 minutes though.
There's just no point of you doing that.
I mean, like, if I just AFK,
You're really trying to min-max your time during the day so hard that you gotta use these 10 minutes?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, pretty much.
alright, well, I'm grabbing bounties.
These are my best stompies.
Yeah, it is good.
Man,
why
dude,
can't
I have
the
like,
zombies in the Crucible be more like you?
The
Careful with
shacks.
that.
Shit. Yeah.
oh, is that you guys doing the onslaught?
I thought so.
Uh,
Good to have you back.
it's not that crazy.
Requisition approved.
Yeah, I don't really ever like focus on doing the bounties, but I just pick them up in case they happen.
Checking.
Alright, I'm in orbit. Should I join you? I'll join you.
All done.
Alright, I'll wait.
Light doesn't grow.
I'm surprised they never made us. Didn't they make a season where you could like craft up armor or something? I don't remember that wrong.
Focus armor.
They used to be able to focus armor, right?
Tower
Still
missions
can.
are important, but so are the old traditions.
Maybe you're thinking of like that seasonal shit where you could like upgrade your armor.
What does that mean?
Remember you would do, it was like the dawning, you would get like the silver leaves, and so
Yeah.
you'd start with like kind of like basic armor, and then you'd
Oh,
like
no, not that.
upgrade it,
I
and then
thought
upgrade it again.
It was like some like dawning, or maybe it was
Are
like
you
the.
joining this, Rob?
No, I'm going to the helm right now.
Okay.
I gotta leave in like 10 minutes. So, I mean, unless you guys are like grinding 10-minuters, and then I could like actually be okay. But
No, we're not.
I mean,
No,
why
we're not.
But,
We're already playing.
but like, why not? You know. Why wouldn't you guys want to do that?
What were you saying about armor?
It was like I want to say it was like the other thing, like the Olympic like thing, kind of.
The laurels?
Like it was like the like summertime Olympic meme, right? But
Yeah.
you would basically get, you know,
Pain leads to perfection, Guardian.
I don't think there was
Embrace it.
upgrading armor in that. Was there?
it's not like I wish I could just AFK and stuff at work. So like AFK. Is this high stat armor? Holy shit, it is. Season, like the seasonal armor.
Yeah. When you like focus it at the helm.
It just costs 200 grams. It's like not bad at all. I really need a. Good boots. I'm by like 3 of them. Dude, this one's actually really good. Wow, this one's really good as well. Huh. Let me change it. That's actually really good. Let me use some chest pieces now. Bad. It's the highest you can get at 68.
Yeah. Oh, the barrier is just fucking.
Not bad.
Hard fought victory, Guardian.
We're gonna farm Master Dungeon to get Artifice high stat rolls. Then it goes to like 71.
No,
Yeah, the new like little thing on Artifice armor gives you a +3 in like any stat you want as like a bonus. So if you have like a full set of Artifice, you basically have like an extra +10 mod on. +12, I guess, but it's just like annoying as fuck to farm Artifice armor. But it would be sick. You actually can you can get 400s, but you have to like just really scuff your build. There's like a lot of fragments that give you like bonus stats. That's what Robert was doing the other day, but it's like never worth it to take fragments for stats over fragments for like a build. This is like the worst fucking ADU to throw the balls at. It like always bounces off. literally saw him pull out his rocket and stare at the box for like 3 seconds. I'm like, okay. He did. He walked up and went,
This is
I
a
could
game
use
of
2
pure
more
combat
rockets.
potential. Make me proud.
Head out. Boys.
Right up.
This is what they call a righteous infliction of retribution.
I mean, I am. Even when I'm like really trying to go fast, I can't really get faster than like a minute a round. I don't know, you have to like actually like maybe you can go faster than a minute a round? I don't know, bro, but like it ain't easy. Just like yeah, just like literally everyone perfectly spawn camping. You'd have to have like good RNG too, to be honest. Like some waves just like must take longer. I just hate how they're resistant to all damage until you like, unless you crit them, I mean. Yeah. I'd be fine with them like suppressing you and doing a ton of damage and like being like a fucking tough enemy to kill, but like the fact that you just literally some builds just can't kill them is like, okay, I guess. I've been using mountaintop, just like one tap, so.
Best your opponents and
Ooh.
survive.
That's nice.
Victory is a matter of will.
It's probably really good in this.
Everything dies, guys. But when you're around, it happens so much faster.
be nice. No. It has incandescent instead of, yeah, you have to replace Howl though, so you could have like subsistence, incandescent. There's two, right? Do you have slide shot or slide ways? Yeah, slide ways is the one with the delay. Slide shot's really good. No delay. That's probably what you're used to. Yeah, here, I'll show you an example after this round. Or here, just watch over here. This blinding GL I have has slide shot, so I can do like you can shoot like mid slide and it'll just instantly reload like right after you shoot. With slide ways though, I think it's like a 3-second delay because it gives you another buff. I forget if it's like a range buff or something. It'll say on the perk if you read it, but you have to wait for that buff to run out where it can do the reloading part. So people like that in PvP on shotguns. You can basically like slide, get a range buff, kill the guy, even if your gun's not loaded. Like you pull out your shotgun normally, you just slide shoot. And you probably aren't doing that more than 3 seconds at a time anyway in PvP. And then in PvE you don't really care about the range, so the other one's like way better. But not a lot of guns roll with the good one anymore. Like the blinding GL I have, you like literally can't get it anymore. I think you can farm dares to get an ignition code, but you can only farm dares like on the right week. Like it's like it rotates in a 3-week cycle, and then it's in a pool with like 9 weapons, and then you also have to get the roll. It's like so cursed. I mean, for blinding auto loading's like fine anyway. I just like mine because I'm used to it, and I don't know. It's like, I guess technically better, but it's like barely better. Like if you could get like slide shot on a GL like this, and it had like a damage perk instead, like spike grenades or like one for all, you know, or both. I think that'd be pretty good. You could just like you're sliding around during a boss, and you can just spamming all your special ammo. Yeah, it's just like such a fat buff for so long. You just proc it once and then you're good for 10 seconds. The other gun that's really good is your Wilderflight. For damage. The GL you got the other day from the dungeon, you're like the auto-loading arc GL. Because you have like I would say like almost like a perfect roll on it with your blinding and spike. So you can use it as a blinding GL in that slot if you want, but if you, I'm pretty sure you got it. But if you use that with like double special, for example, like if you ran Izanagi, that Wilderflight and a rocket, you can like shoot Izanagi, shoot that GL, shoot your rockets, reload Izanagi, and then your auto-loading GL has a shot, you know? So you can just like you can like cycle through 3 weapons instead of 2. Yeah. That's what people do in like speed runs for raids and shit. They just do like a triple swap like that because it's like even more DPS. You could do mountaintop if you want, but a lot of people will use Izanagi. Just like as an example, like you know, like how you like do Izzy and then like shoot your rockets and then go back to Izzy. Like normally, you just like add that in the middle of it. It's not like the easiest loadout to run, but it is like the highest DPS.
This is what they call a righteous infliction of retribution.
Yeah, Vorpal's alright. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just like it really gets a lot better as soon as you have like an auto-loading heavy. Like if you're using like Galahorn or like Edge Transit without auto-loading, like it's not as good because you still have to reload your heavy. Like but like as soon as you have like an auto-loading heavy like Apex, you can just shoot your other 2 specials while you're waiting for it to auto-reload. You know what I mean? Does it have a damage perk? Yeah, like if you had a damage perk on that, like you understand the rotate, like you just like literally swap between all 3 weapons just shooting at the boss because they're all auto loading while you're waiting. Yeah, exactly. That's like the highest DPS you can get in the game is when you're swapping all your weapons like that. There's like, and Wilderflight just like happens to be one of the really good ones to do that with. But there's a lot of weapons you can do that with. Like people do that with, like used to do that with like shotguns and Anarchy, you remember? Like you'd stick the boss with Anarchy and then you'd use 2 slug shotguns and just like shoot one, shoot the other, shoot one, shoot the other. I mean, definitely keep it. It's up to you if you want to use it. Like it's not an easy loadout to use. It's definitely a lot easier to just like shoot the boss with the GL and then like use your special after you run out of ammo or something. But if you go into a raid encounter, right, and you know you're not gonna need a lot of ammo, like I'm trying to think of like a good example, like a good boss example. Like Golgoroth isn't a terrible example, right? Because like all those ads, like everyone's killing the ads and then everyone's doing boss damage. Like you don't really need a loadout for killing ads. So if you go into that with like Izanagi, Wilderflight, and your GL on that has auto loading, you could shoot an Izanagi, reload, swap, shoot your Wilderflight, you swap to the heavy GL, shoot all your ammo, go back to Izanagi, shoot, reload, and then both your other guns are auto reloaded. And you just keep doing that rotation in a circle. I'm gonna kite this Tormentor out of the zone. I'm gonna keep him over here if you kill all the ads. Oh, he's chasing you actually. Maybe you just guide him or something, I don't know. He's literally not looking at me. We gotta get him out of the fucking circle. There we go. But yeah, I watch a lot of speedrun content of the game. And that's like always the general idea is you just want to be using like all 3 weapons and maximizing like your downtime. It's like while you're waiting for something to happen, you're doing something else. Using your melee, throwing grenades, or like waiting for your auto reloading or whatever it is. Yeah, all the time. It kind of depends. Like, if you want like the highest damage you could possibly do, people do 1-2 punch shotguns on Strand, but that's like kind of hard to do. Oh, dead.
Cade would have been proud of how
Like
you
Titan
ran
rotations
through
probably
that
suffer the
lightning
most.
storm.
Like Warlock and Hunter, you will use like solar rotations and like dodging to like auto reload their guns and like solar supers to like throw in there. And then Warlock will use Strand because you can grapple reload and shit on Warlock really easily. So it's like basically like Hunter, you're just like spamming all your shit as fast as possible. Titan usually is like when it's got to be like Thunder Crash or the 1-2 punch shit, because they don't have like an easy auto reload. But the 1-2 punch shit is like really strong. It's really hard. It's definitely not something you're probably doing on day one. Yeah, if you wanna look up something on YouTube, look up like people doing like grapple melees on Strand Titan to like solo dungeons and shit. Bosses die in like 4 melees. It's just like so many damage multipliers stacked on top of each other. The I don't know all of them, but the general idea is you grapple melee gets a boost to melee by itself. So you like grapple in for the melee, and then if you put an anchor with Navigator, the dungeon exotic from the ocean one, you can put a grapple anchor in the air so that you can like grapple melee multiple times. So you put it next to the boss so you can do that multiple times, and then use Banner of War on Strand Titan. It's like that flag with that like aura. I don't know if you've seen that. It boosts damage from melee for one. I don't know what else it does. It like boosts like sword damage. It might boost like regular damage too, just a little less. But it boosts melee damage is the big thing. So they'll stack that as well, and then they'll also use a 1-2 punch shotgun. So if you hit every pellet, your next melee for the next like 3 seconds, it's a very quick buff, is like boosted by some absurd number. So all those multipliers stacked together, you get like a ridiculous multiplier on your melee attack. So it just like super chunks the boss, and because you can do it multiple times, people will grapple in, shoot melee, run away, grapple and shoot melee, run away, grapple and shoot melee, run away. Like it's like that fast, and the boss like just melts. But it is not easy. So I don't think I could do it first try. Yeah, it definitely is. It's really strong, but I'll see if I can find a clip or something. Oh, one of the buffs I forgot too is you can obviously run an exotic in that build to buff your melee even more. So this clip I found, it's like a minute long. He's got a Burning Fist on, the one where you like stack up 5 kills and then you get like another huge multiplier, but you could use like Syntheseps would be easier. Stream this on Discord. You can watch the stream without fucking your stream, right? You see this? So now he's stacking up, he's got Banner of War, he's stacking up his punches right here with his, for his exotic. You can see him put the anchor in the air. Now he's swapping, he puts Tractor Cannon on, so he adds a debuff. It's part of that exotic that he used. So now watch how much damage each punch does. You see that? So that's like 5 melee buffs or some shit, like all just stacked together, letting him do that. It's hard, like you have to know how to do it and be good at it. But it's by far the most damage you can do in the game. Like highest DPS easily out of everything. Other than like glitches that have been in the game in the past, you know what I mean? But it's difficult. That's like why it's only used in like speedruns. So that's what you're asking me, like what Titans do in speedruns? They do that. Like on bosses where you can't do that, they just don't use Titans.